What's up everyone, Shinobi Bros Official is back and will give the updates about anime world. In this video, we will discuss about Naruto Rise of the God of Shinobi. But before that, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe so that Shinobi Bros will continue to improve in providing info and updates. Let's get right into the video. It's been quite a while since Kurama's death due to using Baryon mode to defeat the greatest threat at the time, Ishiki Otsutsuki. Even so, Naruto still couldn't seem to forget his best friend, who had accompanied Naruto since Naruto was a baby. Kurama's death had basically left a big hole in Naruto's heart, where Naruto felt he had lost more than half of his strength. As we know, Naruto has been getting source of power in a large chakra reserve from Kurama. With the disappearance of Kurama, the source of that power automatically disappeared, and now Naruto had no superpowers anymore. Unfortunately, even though Ishiki has been defeated and his existence is confirmed to disappear from the shinobi world, in fact there are still many threats that continue to lurk behind the peace that has been created, which could even be bigger than Ishiki's threat. And if the big threat comes to attack, then no one will be able to stop it, considering that Naruto, who is said to be the strongest shinobi, has no superpowers anymore. In addition to losing half of his power due to Kurama's death, Naruto also lost contact with the other tailed beasts, as Kurama, who was the host for the tailed beasts meeting, had passed away. Naruto wondering in his heart what would happen to the other tailed beasts once Kurama died. While doing his duty as Hokage, Naruto told Shikamaru that he couldn't make contact with other tailed beasts after Kurama's death. Naruto wanted to apologize to them tailed beasts for not being able to take care of Kurama. Although Naruto could still feel every tailed beast chakra in his body, no matter how he tried to call them, none of them responded. Before Shikamaru could respond to Naruto's anxiety, suddenly someone entered the Hokage's room in a panic, and it was Yamato. Naruto asked what happened to Yamato to come in panic. Yamato showed what was in his palm, where there's writing from 1 to 7 in red on it. Naruto himself still doesn't understand this, while Shikamaru's eyes widen after realizing that Naruto's previous anxiety will soon be answered. Yamato explained that the numbers from 1 to 7 symbolize the tailed beasts from 1 tails to 7 tails, while the red color produced is a sign of their rage. Naruto really shocked to hear this, as if he couldn't believe how the tailed beasts could go on a rampage. Shikamaru asked how Yamato got the mark on his palm hand, while based on the information in the data book, Yamato had to give a seal to the tailed beasts first to get the symbol on his palm. Yamato replied that he himself was initially confused as to why he could get a symbol like this in his palm hand, considering the last time he got it was when Naruto raged into 8 tails fighting pain. But after looking deeper into his memory, Yamato remembered that his body was once controlled by White Zetsu in the 4th Shinobi World War, and it was probably at that time that he put a seal on the tailed beasts. What Naruto was worried about did not end there. Yamato added that he had been trying to track the whereabouts of the tailed beasts scattered in various places, by feeling the chakra flow from the seals in his palms. Supposedly with a wood release, Yamato will be able to suppress the tailed beast's chakra and calm those who are rampaging, as Yamato suppressed the Kyuubi's chakra in the past. Unfortunately, the tailed beast's rampage was too great, while Yamato's Mokuthon abilities weren't strong enough to hold and suppress their chakra. Shikamaru speculated that the tailed beast's rampage might be related to Kurama's death, as Naruto lost contact with them right after Kurama's death disappeared from Naruto's body. As we know, the beginning of the creation of tailed beast is from Jubi's body, which is separated into 9 parts. When one of them disappeared, the chakra that used to connect each tailed beast got cut off and the balance was disturbed. As a result, the tailed beasts lost their consciousness and rampaged blindly in their respective places. It all started to make sense to Naruto about how he couldn't make contact with the other tailed beasts. Meanwhile, to stop the rampage of the tailed beasts, the power of wood release is indeed needed in this case. Unfortunately, Yamato is the only wood release user, is in fact not strong enough to hold and suppress the chakra of the tailed beasts. Considering Naruto is one of the people who can access various nature releases such as earth and water releases, which is a requirement to be able to access the Kekkei Genkai wood release, and has compatibility with Hashirama's cells because there are no signs of rejection of his right hand, Shikamaru is sure that Naruto could just use the wood release. Moreover, the current era is very different from the past, where the current era is filled with various advanced technologies, plus Konoha currently has the 2 greatest scientists ever, and they are Katasuke and Amato. As Hokage, Naruto had read a secret document containing an experiment on the subject of Hashirama's cells, in which those without a match would die on the spot. Wordlessly, Naruto stared at his bandaged palm, and then clenched it while nodding in front of Shikamaru and Yamato, indicating his readiness to face the great risk that lay ahead. Accompanied by Yamato and Shikamaru, Naruto went to the lab where Katasuke and Amato were. The sudden presence of Naruto was not expected by Amato and Katasuke before, but they happily welcomed Naruto's arrival with Yamato and Shikamaru. Without further ado, Shikamaru represented Naruto to ask the two scientists about the possibility for Naruto to generate a wood release. Katasuke and Amato simultaneously agreed that it was very possible for Naruto to do this, but to gain such great power would certainly have a very big risk too. It could even result in Naruto's death. Despite a lot of deliberation, Naruto said without thinking that he was quite prepared for the consequences, thinking if not him then who else would. Katasuke took a deep breath because the resulting risk was no joke, but he had no other choice but to follow the Hokage's orders. While Amato exhaled his cigarette smoke into the ceiling, telling the Hokage that it's not his responsibility if something bad happened. Naruto just nodded, and with this the experiment to awaken the power of wood release in Naruto's body began. First of all, the bandage that was on Naruto's right hand would be removed, and Katasuke would check it to make sure that this would work as expected. After everything confirmed to be safe, Amato gave Naruto anesthesia pills so that it will be less painful. In a semi-conscious state, Naruto was placed into a water tube in which there are many cables wrapped around Naruto's body, which also connected directly from Hashirama's cell above him to Naruto's right arm. The Hashirama cell will slowly enter Naruto's body, while Naruto slowly loses consciousness as a side effect of the anesthesia given by Amato earlier. Strangely, as soon as Naruto opened his eyes, he's suddenly in a place he didn't recognize, where he's standing on the water with a view of the twinkling stars as far as the eye could see. Just when Naruto thought that he now in heaven as he died from a failed experiment, suddenly Naruto felt a very familiar chakra approaching. At the same time, the place immediately turned into an area of forest, which from behind the darkness of the forest appeared a person whom he highly respected as a god shinobi, and that was Hashirama. Seeing Hashirama's presence, Naruto became even more convinced that this was heaven, which made Hashirama feel offended that the only one who had died was himself. Hashirama explained to Naruto that this place is his subconscious connected through his cell, where the process of unifying Naruto with Hashirama's cell still ongoing, which also meant that Naruto still alive. Naruto finally breathed a sigh of relief after learning that he's still alive, and asked why he in this dimension. Hashirama said that Senju clan has always been known as the clan of the forest because of its wood release abilities. However, ironically, until Hashirama's era no one passed down wood release abilities, which made this Kekkei Genkai the rarest in the history of Shinobi world. The only way to pass on wood release is to implant Hashirama cells into one's body, as Naruto is currently doing. Every time someone implanted Hashirama cell, they would enter this subconscious world, to prove whether they fit to obtain the power of wood release or not. Naruto frantically asked how to prove whether he indeed fit or not, to which Hashirama replied for Naruto to prove it with a fight. If Naruto can survive and win from him, then the power of wood release will belong to Naruto. That moment that Hashirama activated his Sage mode, and then used true several thousand hands, making Naruto frown, insinuating whether Hashirama couldn't be more relaxed because he no longer had Kurama in his body. Hashirama laughed, ignoring Naruto's sarcasm, saying ready or not he would attack Naruto with this titanic wooden statue. With 1,000 arms at his disposal, Hashirama attacked without a break, giving Naruto a hard time to dodge the attack. While continuing to dodge, Naruto wondered how he could beat Hashirama with his giant statue. Even if he still had Kurama, he would still find it very difficult to face this god of shinobi. At the same time, Naruto began to remember about Hashirama cell's past experiments, and compare it to what was happening to him now. Naruto's anxiety about whether he could defeat Hashirama or not, immediately turned into anger, where Naruto assumed that it was only natural that none of those who participated in Hashirama cell experiment had survived, if the process that had to be passed was to defeat a god of shinobi. Naruto angrily asks if those who don't fit in deserve to die, and why they shouldn't just be left alive. Once again Hashirama let out his trademark laugh, and replied that it was fun. Hashirama thought that anyone who tried to gain his power just the same to gambling with him. If they win, they will get the jackpot in the form of the rarest Kekkei Genkai, and if they lose, their soul will be paid for. Naruto's anger exploded, where he lost control of himself and used hundreds of shadow clones, each holding large Rasen Shuriken. Hashirama enthusiastically greeted Naruto's attack with 1,000 hands punch, saying that this what he expected from Naruto. The clash between 1,000 hands and hundreds of Rasen Shuriken created a massive explosion. Unfortunately, Naruto's strength without Kurama at that time was really nothing when compared to Hashirama, who was known as the god of shinobi because of his extraordinary abilities, so Naruto fell into a state of no more chakra. Hashirama descended from his gigantic wooden statue, mocking Naruto as to whether his power only this limited. Still in anger, Naruto tried to get back up with a trembling body, but unable to because the impact of using hundreds of shadow clones and the attacks given by Hashirama was far greater than what he had imagined. Hashirama said that Naruto didn't need to push himself anymore, while Naruto tearfully asked if it was fun to see someone die right in front of his eyes. For the umpteenth time Hashirama laughed, until finally Hashirama admitted that he couldn't stand this joke anymore, where what he said from the start wasn't true at all. The great anger that Naruto felt instantly turned into a sense of confusion, not understanding the meaning of Hashirama's words. Hashirama explained that his entertainment in life was gambling, while in heaven there is no such thing as gambling. So for fun, he deliberately did this lie. However, Hashirama did not expect that Naruto would actually take his words seriously, which in the end made him want to play with Naruto even more. Without allowing time for Naruto to respond, Hashirama explained that the fight he just did was because he was attracted to the power of the savior of Shinobi World, and it had nothing to do with death even though Naruto lost the battle. Death only happens when a person doesn't match with the cell, and to be honest this is the first time Hashirama has met someone through his subconscious. Hashirama helped Naruto to stand up, and then pointed out something behind him, which then explained that it was likely this person who had brought Naruto into his subconscious. From behind Naruto's body appeared a blue spirit, which then manifested into a translucent body like a hologram, and it was Ashura. Naruto couldn't comprehend what had happened at all, but then Ashura touched Naruto's head, which seemed to radiate a power with a green glow. Hashirama admits that this process is how he is the only member of Senju can use wood release, because he is the reincarnation of Ashura, just like Naruto. Before he could speak, Naruto's right arm turned to wood, which followed by the growth of trees around Naruto, meaning that he had succeeded in obtaining the power of wood release. Hashirama advised Naruto to use Senjutsu mode, which Naruto followed until a mark created on his face, but with a combination of wood sage mode and toad sage mode. Hashirama had no idea that a fusion of two sage modes was possible, and as a fellow reincarnation of Ashura, Hashirama felt proud of Naruto. As soon as Naruto wanted to try out his newfound powers further, the surrounding forest suddenly withered, as Hashirama and Ashura disappeared into particles of light. Ashura just waved his hand at Naruto, while Hashirama said that he entrusted his last power to Naruto, the savior of Shinobi World. The collection of light particles from Hashirama and Ashura's bodies blinded Naruto's vision, which then returned Naruto to his consciousness in a water tube. Amato and Katasuke stated that this experiment had been successfully carried out and Naruto had obtained the power of wood release, while Yamato and Shikamaru felt very confident that Naruto could suppress the chakra of the tailed beasts and calm them from rage, using the power of the wood release that Naruto had just received. That's all for news updates from Shinobi Bros Official. What do you think about this video? Give your opinion in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss updates about the anime world. Thanks for watching, see you next time.